Hey there, guys. And we're back with Dream Daddy. Yeah. I haven't played this in a while. I blame the broken computer. But anyway, yeah, so I was thinking I'm gonna abandon the Dream Daddy challenge. Like, you know, the one where I said, no, I'll play and beat all the daddies and get a prize. I don't think I'm gonna have the patience to do that, and seeing as I'm gonna need proof that I beat them, it does mean that I would have had to play however many dads there are. And that would have been just too much for my sanity. So I'm just gonna do this one playthrough, find whichever dad I apparently managed to end up with, and just go from there. So yeah, let's see what happens. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. Oh my god, I forgot that is what my dad looks like. So, you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Yeah, let's go to the food court. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. Sounds so much like me when I was a kid. I was like, no, I want this, I want this. I was a little brat as a kid. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. That's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Oh.
Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard MRR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Oh... I used to do that as a kid, but now as an adult, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smack you silly if you do that. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Wow. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? Typical parent question. No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would.
Oh.
Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Wow, you're getting very defensive here. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. When lifting weights, use proper form and a full range of motion. Good tip. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
Alright.
Hell yeah. Language, missy. Heck yeah. Better. Not much big difference there, but okay. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. Oh my god. No. No bad jokes. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. Yep, there's my once per video where I completely fuck up a word. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes? Manna sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us yous have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train. Just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. I gotta agree there, Amanda. Please, don't do that again. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Wanna go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment? Okay, clever. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s? Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one! That's a cool way of remembering a store. I'd never show my face there again. Ever. I'd move countries, possibly. Manna runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still kind of see. You can see the outline, kind of. Ew! I'm so proud. Speech, Amanda. Speech. All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Gray had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Ugh. Oh hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for Dad to look at in Dead, Goth and Beyond. I barely know any of these bands. Cannibal Bone Party doesn't seem like much music I enjoy, but they must be really happy that a retail outlet is carrying their merchandise. I hope their parents are really proud of them. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to the bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here.
Oh my.
Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Yeah, I can kinda... if I had to deal with someone like this. Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. Wow. I see. Well, it sounds like I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. Wow. The man whirls around and storms out, his little coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. I wouldn't know either, to be honest. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Datron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's a lovely mental image. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh cool, Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Jesus, what a name. Your favorite, right? Oh hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. That's an odd combination for a show. Also the trucks are haunted. Okay, that's even worse. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghosts done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them their damn ice road. Why am I having so much trouble with that? Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're going to die. That's because we are about to die. This is hard. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. Interesting. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Well, interesting. Life gives you lemon, parsley, onions, and eggs. Make a really nice omelette. Interesting. Okay. Snores. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. Yeah, I've never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Man is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. Rebel put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. Holy crap, how did you do that? I want that skill. So, you excited for the cookout today? If there's food... I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Hey.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. Why am I having so much trouble speaking? God. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Oh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm just so glad you two are here. You know him with his hands like that? He looks like a villain of some sort. Just because he's like, it looks like he's gonna rub his hands together. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. That dead-eyed stare. Hi. This is Christian and Christy, they're twins. The two inspired by horror movies. They remind me of the twin girls of The Shining. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Oh.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary?
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed?
Ah.
I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... intriguing. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. God! Mary, this is our new neighbor, Arterius and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. Wow. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. So where the hell is the other kid then? What did he do? What did she do to the other kid? Such an awkward laugh. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. Please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around.
Oh.
This is Robert. He lives just across the way. Okay. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Yeah, I don't feel like a piece of meat at all. Hey. Hey, I'm Arterius. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed.
Yeah.
Arterius and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. I'm not gonna say anything on that. I told you not to call me Rob.
Norm McDonald.
Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye.
Yeah.
He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else.
Oh.
Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Okay. Man and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Wow. I don't want to have to make friends.
Dad.
Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do parties. Pleasantries. Parties, pleasantries. What the hell? Save me from the English language. Dad. They're gonna talk about weather.
Dad.
Go do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. What a great excuse. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the breeze of the McCoffee spoon? What a cool guy. And mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Yeah, sure. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. And I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian right now, but I guess I could live with learning some more about Robert. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Arterius, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood alright? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Wow. You're literally one of those people who's like, if I went bungee jumping, you're gonna say, you went bungee jumping too, but you did it at a much higher or, I don't know, you dropped further. Oh boy. Arterius, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. That's so uncomfortable. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you talking about your daughter, taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. That's actually a kind of a sweet comment for someone like Robert to make. That's cool. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Oh no. Being inside making art? She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait. What happened to the last time? Robert takes a long sip of his whiskey. Well, Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyways, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through his skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mom while losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. What? I'm able to dress the wound, but now I gotta carry a 6 foot 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. Good God. I won't lie to you, there are moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. Wow. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of his whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Wow. Okay, he's got a good sense of humor, actually. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Oh boy. Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Mana and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in her front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghosts locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess? And then we'll get out of the truck? Imaginary truck? Anyway, we're safe from her ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. Wow, that expression though. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second, are you guys playing long-haul ice road paranormal ghost truckers? That name! Yep. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality to reality television. I can't see how that is. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Interesting. Alright Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live it a little. Mana gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the sack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. I was just about to say, a real fire? Not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can't have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. Yeah, but the thing is, I remember we had this really smart kid when I was in high school, and she was one of the loneliest people I had ever seen in my life. I mean, if people weren't making fun of her, other people just generally just left her alone because she was incredibly smart. She knew a lot of stuff and had a wide range of things that she spoke about. She didn't talk about TV shows or music or books, well, like fantasy novels or story novels like most kids did, or games, card games. She actually spoke about more realistic things like that you would hear from people like, wow, my age now. I'm 32. So I can kind of see how kids Daisy's age would be kind of intimidated by her intelligence. It is a thing that can happen. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little playdate for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Let's just keep going down the list.
Oh.
Wow, okay, that sounded like... You two look almost the same. You could be fucking related. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and try to take something like, say, the Rococo period. What period? Compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. You know, I'm used to the Game Grumps and having these weird little playthroughs and things I do, or well, back when I watched it. I've barely had enough time these days. And seeing them have stuff like this is kinda... wow. Okay, deep discussions. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I turn my attention to Greg, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great! Little River here's a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Greg grabs her his arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age.
Nice.
Oh, they always are.
Hey.
But it's so worth it. Greg grabs her his arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How are you settling in? It's really cozy and the neighborhood is beautiful. I'm so glad we moved here.
Oh.
And I'm even more glad that we're right next to my oldest best friend. Greg gives me a playful punch on the shoulder. Ow. I remember that hurting less in the past. Sorry. I've been doing push-ups and stuff. Arteris, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Hey! Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Ah, there it is. This is my daughter. Hello. What the hell? I'm Carmencita. Interesting name.
Huh.
Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend, and, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
That was such a resounding yes. What the hell? Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Oh.
Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Hmm?
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Huh?
You... Why is it that Hugo's voice sounds like it's a little... the quality is a little sharper than the others? Like it's at a higher frequency or something? Because everyone else has got this like more of a warm tone, sort of soothing, mature tone. And his just sounds really up top. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Whoa.
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Wow. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. Last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue I had before that, he even actually burned down half the yard. And then it sprayed onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Holy crap. Oh, this guy looks like a brat. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Oh.
Hey everybody, sorry about that. Arterius, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. How old is he? He can't be old enough to smoke. I mean, yeah, he's got the little fuzz over there, but he looks to be about Amanda's age, maybe. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? Good question. What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there, you can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. I kinda am guilty of doing that. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Okay. Jesus, she looks younger than 18. What the hell? Okay, so that other kid is 18 too, I guess? I don't know the American system. How old is an 8th grader? Please tell me. I'm curious about this. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. Good point. We can't all be the best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Arterius. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Just 2 left. I spot Joseph chatting with a guy from Dead, Goth, and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. Yeah, but that house is gonna be killer in the summer. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Arterius, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead, Goth, and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead, Goth, and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead, Goth, and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Jesus Christ, okay. Bats are cool though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. Also, I like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Interesting. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. Damn, that was smooth, dude. Why, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Oh god. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa.
Hey. Won't you come play with us? The Shining. Come play with us forever. Yeah, those kids have been watching The Shining. Guys, enough of the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. God, you gotta love Stephen King. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mom pops into the conversation, wine in hand. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over Veggie Tales VHS with The Shining. Yep, who knows? Takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you?
Oh.
You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Give it a rest.
I've squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian. Have I introduced you to Arterius yet? Hey, it's a punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, but are you a vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivores type people as bloodlappers. Dad?
Hey.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the girl. Just seeing a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Ah. Oh, is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Wanna see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Wow. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. True. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Same here. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Arteus, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's unbelievable. Get out! I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Get the fuck out! Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Oh, get the fuck out, all of you. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? This is terrible. I've never seen him make a mistake. Oh my god.
Oh.
This is awful. We need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Mana groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. That was terrible. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why didn't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? I actually asked that before I read it. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Oh my god. Oh hey, I got an achievement. Welcome to the neighborhood. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. You and Daisy seemed like you were having a way better time than I was. Because we were. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like no one was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for the evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted, and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great, see you later. Watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. What the fuck? I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food or real nutritional substance. What is that? Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. What? That sounds ominous. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going, who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Mana, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. What's up? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Huh?
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? You weren't responding and it was just like when your dad... Whoa. Okay, this is a bit heavy. I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh. Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna end this right here. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it like a day by day kind of situation. It actually kind of breaks it up quite nicely. So, guys, thanks for watching. And, God, my grasp on the English language has been slipping. And, yeah. I hope you enjoy this. It's interesting. I actually kind of like all the jokes and stuff. And, like previously, I enjoy the art style. It's pretty cool. And... yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. So remember, Discord, Twitter, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give it a little slap and tickle. And I will see you next time. Later.